Assalamu alaikum dear viewers and welcome to Amra Korbo Joy. আশা করছি আপনারা ভালো আছেন। আমরা আয়ন টিভি থেকে আমরা করব জয় প্ল্যাটফর্ম তৈরি করেছি আমাদের ইউথ অ্যান্ড ইয়াং প্রফেশনালসদের অ্যাচিভমেন্টস অ্যান্ড সাকসেস সেলিব্রেট করার জন্য। আজকে আমার সাথে আছে সাজিল ফায়েজ and Sahib Imtiaz.
Thanks for having us so much.
Thank you for coming to my show. Thank you.
Thank you.
So চলেন আমরা ওদের সাথে কথা বলি দেখি ওরা কি বলে ওদের ক্যারিয়ার নিয়ে। So Sajil, I'm going to come to you first.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for coming to my show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. You're welcome. So Sajil, tell me a bit about yourself.
So, hi, my name is Sajil Faiz and I just did my A-levels and I got my A-level results and Alhamdulillah I'm going to Cambridge University to study chemical engineering. I did my A-levels in Brampton Manor Academy and I got 2 star in A.
MashaAllah, that's so good. That is amazing results and congratulations for getting admission in Cambridge University.
Thank you.
It must have been really tough.
It was very tough, yeah. It was a lot of hard work for 2 years.
I'm going to come to you in a bit. I'm going to go to your brother now. So, hi Sahib.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm alright. What are you?
I'm good, thank you. So thank you again for coming to my show.
That's right.
So Sahib, could you please tell me a bit about yourself?
Obviously, my name is Sahib Imtiaz. I went to both school, and I just did my GCSEs. I got 5 9s, and now I'm studying at St. Paul's Way. I'm trying to study. I'm studying right now further maths and physics.
Oh, amazing! That's remarkable, and congratulations on getting such an excellent grade for your GCSEs. Thank you so much. Sajil, I'm going to come to you first. Tell me a bit about your studies, for your A-levels. Could you tell me a bit about your journey?
Yeah, sure. So let me just tell you from the beginning.
Sure.
I came out in 2017. So I was in Bangladesh.
So you came from Bangladesh.
I came out from Bangladesh. I came out in 2017 and I came out in year 9.
Year 9. So how did you find the change coming from Bangladesh to UK?
So in Bangladesh, obviously the stress is a lot more because the school pushes you a lot. Over here, when I first came, I was like, oh, it's quite easy going, you know? It's like, oh, the teachers give you work, but they don't really expect you to do all of them and stuff. And I was like, oh, it's okay, and blah, blah. For a few months, I was going on like this until I first did my first test. And I was like, I'm not doing so good. So I had to push myself. Then I realized it's more like about you and you working so hard and you doing your own job and your own stuff. And then since then I started working hard. Obviously English was a barrier because I couldn't speak properly, so
because when you go to Bangladesh, I guess like the schooling system is very different.
Yeah, it's very different.
So when you come to the UK, it's like a whole new cultural shock as well, I guess.
It really is, because like obviously the school, the actual way it functions is so different to how it functions in UK. And like even teachers, students, the way they teach, everything was very, very different.
So what was the difference, did you say, like in Bangladesh and UK? Obviously you said Bangladesh is a lot more harder as in like education wise. What's the difference?
So the main difference is, in UK you come to school to actually learn. In Bangladesh you go to school just to more like get the assignments done. So they tell you it's only half an hour per lesson. And you have like 7 8 subjects. So what the teachers do when you have 30 students, what the teachers do, just go in, check your homework, and all they do is, okay, cool, learn this for tomorrow. And that's pretty much it.
And it's a lot of
it's
stress.
A lot on yourself.
So would you say there were a lot more subjects you had in Bangladesh?
I had a crazy amount of subjects.
How many subjects?
13 subjects.
13 subjects?
I had 13 subjects.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And did you do like coaching on the side as well? Because I know in Bangladesh sometime after school that you have coaching sessions as well, and that can go on for a long time.
That does go on for a long time. I had to do coaching pretty much every single day for like 5 days a week. And then the rest 2 days, it was like about 2 hours long.
2 hours. So after school, you would go for another 2 hours.
2 hours, and then after 2 hours, then you have to do another 3 4 hours yourself.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because you have to catch up. Because they're gonna teach you like, oh, you learn this, you learn that, but then you have to recap it all yourself. And then you have to learn Arabic as well on the side, and everything. It was pretty tough.
So you like it here more?
Yes, it's less stress for
It's
a
less
student.
stress.
Yeah.
It's less stress. So, for your A levels, obviously you've come here and you said that English is one of your barriers. How did you overcome the challenge?
To be honest, when I first started, so English lessons, science and maths was pretty okay because they're pretty similar. English was really different because in Bangladesh you used to learn like basic grammar and like how to just make out sentences and speak. But in school, the teachers were like, thoroughly speaking English. And my first lesson was on like Romeo and Juliet and
How
the
did you find
language.
it?
I was
Shakespeare.
like Shakespeare. I was like, I don't really understand what they're saying. Like I was like, I'm so lost. So I had to work a lot just to understand, like learn how to speak properly English.
Yeah.
And then I had to go through the the
there's-
research and stuff.
Because with Shakespeare, you tend to find out there are lots of words like Old English and Latin used
Yeah.
as well, which we don't usually use nowadays. But yeah, when you read like novels and Shakespeare, it's a complete different world.
Yes, so it was very hard, but like in year 10, I was working really hard, but I was only getting like 5 and 6s. But I was putting like so much work on English.
Okay.
But it wasn't until like end of year 11 that I was saying like, okay, cool, my grades are pushing up to now 8s
Okay.
and like 7s and 8s.
That's
so
amazing.
yeah, that's how I went.
Okay, that's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sahib, I'm going to come to you. So same question, like could you please tell me about your travel from Bangladesh to here to the UK? As your brother said, I know he had the challenges with the English barrier, with the English language. Did you have the same challenges or did you have something different?
Obviously, it's the same story for me as well. When I came here, I was in year 6.
Okay.
So I joined at the end of year 6.
Okay.
So I didn't really did much studying back then. It's because when I came, it was like after the sets.
So it's
So,
after that,
yeah.
so you just
So I didn't have
finished
much
and then
stress.
you're going to go into year 7.
So when I went year 7, that's when the real stress hit me. Because then I started doing the real studies.
Okay.
And like the real, how the thing is, right? And then, I mean, it was all right from the beginning. Obviously, I couldn't communicate properly.
Oh, okay.
That's like a maybe of thing that hits your self-esteem.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I couldn't speak properly.
Okay.
So it was a big barrier for me.
And how did you overcome with the barrier?
I mean, it took time, but I think it was until year 9.
Until you know.
That's when I
okay.
started properly speaking, and then I started communicating more, and then yeah.
Okay, amazing. So I'm gonna go back to your brother. I'll come back to you in a bit, so Jill.
Yes.
So for your is it your college? You said you went to Brampton Manor Academy.
Yeah.
Okay. So after you did your GCSEs, you went into doing your A levels, and you got 2 A stars and 1 A.
Yes.
Which I think is absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Because like, coming from Bangladesh to here, having the challenges, the English barrier, getting amazing grades in your GCSEs and then pushing on to doing your A levels. So what subjects did you have for your A levels?
So for A levels, I did 4 subjects at first. I
Okay.
did physics, maths, further maths, and chemistry.
Okay.
But then 1 year later, I was like, I don't need physics for my degree because I'm in chemical engineering.
Chemical engineering.
Yeah, so
That's what
it's-
you want to.
Yeah, that's what I always wanted to do. Like when I was in year 9, that's when I decided I want to do something with chemistry. And then year 11, I was like, I want to do chemical engineering.
Okay. So chemistry is your most favorite
Yeah.
subject. What's the least favorite subject?
Physics.
Physics.
The physics was. It's okay. I can do physics, but I don't really like physics.
don't like
There's some
physics.
aspects I don't like.
Okay.
But I love astrophysics though.
Okay.
It's really exciting.
Amazing. Congratulations again for
Thank you.
for achieving such amazing grades. So you said you want to do chemical engineering. So tell me a bit about the challenges you faced in your A levels.
So for A levels, obviously I went to Brampton, which was very tough. They push you a lot.
Do they?
Every single day you get like so basically we finished our maths course, whole maths A level course
Yeah.
in 1 year. So for maths it was crazy amount of work every single
Because
day.
what you did maths and further maths as well.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we did maths on year 12 and then further maths on year 13,
Okay.
and chemistry was just first year on year 12 and the second year on year 13. So chemistry was okay, and chemistry was to me I found chemistry, I really understood chemistry,
Okay.
So like
it just connected with
yeah,
you.
it just connected with me. So I was like, okay, it's so nice. It goes so smooth. Maths was okay. Maths was nice as well.
Yeah.
Further maths was tough. Further maths was very
Further
hard.
maths, it will
Yes,
be.
it was very hard to grasp the
But you've done
concepts and
it.
ideas. I've done it somehow.
You've done it.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me your passion about chemistry. Like you said, from year 9, you always wanted to do chemistry. What made you?
So to be honest, when I was in like year 8 and year 9, I was like, what do I want to become actually in like, because that's when I was like, okay, cool, I have to go university and I have to go college and I have to pick subjects. And I was like, what do I really like? What subjects does really like attract me a lot? And then I was going through like, okay, I'm not really a big fan of like, you know, history or like sociology or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's mainly with sciences. And then I was like, I'm not a big fan of biology because didn't really like the concept of studying human self and stuff. The one thing chemistry though is like, it's always expanding. There's so much to learn about chemistry.
Yeah.
Like you think about the whole world, everything is made up of particles, made up of like, you know, chemical stuff, anything like your chair, your building. And even if you look at the space, like what's the stars made of? Some chemicals, some components, everything. And it's like, so the whole world around us is just surrounded with chemistry. And there's so much to learn. So that's why it's just like, I want to learn all of it.
Amazing, amazing. Sahib, I'm going to come to you. What are the challenges like you faced when you started preparing for your GCSEs?
Yeah, the first thing I worried about was my English GCSEs because it was hard. But there's one more GCSE that was actually worrying me more. It was French.
Which one was it? French?
French. Because French is like the third language that I'm learning.
Oh, okay.
So it's like one barrier over another.
Okay.
So it's kind of hard to learn.
It's hard to, yeah.
Like the basic knowledge.
So coming to your, you know, obviously going to GCSEs and in your final years, how did you like really feel? Like was there a particular subject that you really liked? What's your most favorite subject and what's the most least subject that you didn't like?
It's the opposite from my brother. Mine's physics.
Physics.
Yeah, because it's like it's fascinating. You know what I'm saying? Because physics is like everything around you. And for my least favorite subject, it has to be either English or French.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You like what you like. So again, like you've got amazing grades. Consider both of you actually considering that your journey from Bangladesh to the UK and then having that barrier and pulling through and getting amazing grades. Like congratulations to you both once again. So Sahib, what is your plan for your A-levels now?
I mean, I picked the subjects that go mostly for engineering.
Engineering,
Yeah.
amazing. So which sixth form or college are you planning to go to?
I already applied. I'm already in St. Paul's Way.
St. Paul Way.
Yeah.
Okay, St. Paul's. That is a really good college as well. So what are the subjects that you've picked for your first year A-levels?
I'm doing maths, further maths, and physics.
Physics. So it's just one subject is different from your brother. Oh, that's actually quite amazing. Like you're both into like chemical engineering and engineering itself. What type of engineering are you looking to get into?
I'm not really sure, but I think it's going to be mechanical engineering.
Mechanical.
I think once I start going in more depth and then I complete the first year, I'll be more like sure about what type of journey I want to take.
Okay. So when you were doing your GCSEs, at that time, did you know what field you want to go into?
Yeah, definitely. It was definitely engineering.
Engineering.
Since the beginning, yeah.
Amazing.
I feel like it's in my blood, probably in our blood. I don't know.
Okay, amazing. Sujil,
Yes.
I'm gonna come to you. So you're saying you want to do chemical engineering.
Yes.
And Cambridge University.
Yep.
That's absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
You know, it's amazing. It's so great, amazing to see the youth in our community are striving and pushing forward and going into universities such as Cambridge University, Oxford University, Imperial University. Seriously, we need people like you to come forward and encourage our youth in our community, and it's just amazing to see you guys striving out there and, you know, going for like professional line, like engineering, or be a lawyer, be it engineering, be a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So as you said, you're going to Cambridge University. Have you already started?
No, I'm gonna start this month. I'm gonna
This
start
month?
on 24th. Yes.
On the 24th.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
have to move.
excited?
I'm very excited.
excited.
I have to move there. So it's like independence, first time.
Independence.
Yes.
How do you feel about that? Because it's different again, because in Bangladesh
Yeah.
and like here it's very different.
Yes.
Whereas like in Bangladesh, like even like here when we're younger, you stay with your family, with your parents. So how do you feel?
So obviously it has some advantages and disadvantages. Like the freedom comes with it. One
Yeah.
of the things that like, oh, you can do what you want to do now. Like if you don't want to eat, you can eat like 2 hours later, and your mom's not gonna be like, you have to eat now, or you have to go to bed now. That's one thing. But then again, like at my home, my parents used to do most of my stuff for me, like cooking and stuff. I never had to do it myself, but now I have to learn how to cook.
Did you learn?
Which is, I actually didn't. The only thing I can make is just eggs.
Eggs?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't
Okay.
think that's gonna last me for the year.
No, I
It's
think you
not.
need to learn a bit more.
Yeah.
But that's absolutely fine. I mean, this is a really nice experience. University is a lovely experience. Like, you know, you learn a lot more about life
Yeah.
when you go away from your family home or your parents' home. You know, you actually learn like a lot more skills. You know, for example, you said
Yeah.
cooking
That's
is one of them.
definitely one of them.
And also, I'm sure time management will be another as well.
Yeah.
So you have to like really plan out your time and your journey. So are you going to be staying in the accommodations
Yeah,
there?
I will be staying in the accommodation, and it's already fixed. And I've got my, oh, you're gonna be living in this block, living in this place. So yeah,
Amazing.
the room's pretty nice.
That's
And
good.
Let's see how it goes.
I'm sure you'll find it very exciting and lovely there. So the grades that you got for your A
Yes.
levels, I just want to come back to that. What was your feeling on the day of the results day?
On results day, I woke up in the morning. I couldn't sleep at the night. I went to bed at like 3 o'clock. Couldn't sleep. I woke up at 6, and I was just like so nervous. And I'm like, I don't want to miss this because I've worked so hard to get to
Worked
the
so hard to
offer
Yeah.
from Cambridge. And if I miss this now, I'll be like so sad. So I was just so scared. I was like, I need to get the 2 extra and an A. I need to get the 2 extra and an A. I go into the results day, and obviously first I go in and I hear people screaming because that is so good, and I'm like, okay, now the pressure is even more. I have to do more. I have to do better. So I obviously take my grades results from my teachers, and I have to open the envelope, and I'm so scared to open it alone because my parents are not allowed inside. So I'm just there. I call my friends. I'm like, I need you guys there. I can't do it myself.
Aww.
Yeah, and then all of us were surrounding me, and then I was like, okay, cool. Pray to Allah. Open it, and I'm like, I see the twisters. I see the twist, and I was like, I got the twisters. I need an A in chemistry. That's what I need. I see the A in chemistry. I was like, I'm just so happy. I straightforward called my parents. I'm like, oh, mom, I got in. My dad, I got in, and they started crying. And
Mashallah,
yeah.
that's so good, and I can actually understand like the students' results day
Yeah.
is such an important day of the life. It's either like break or make kind
Yes.
of like situation, isn't it?
Actually.
Because if you get the grades, you get into the
Definitely.
university or the school or the college that you want. But if you don't, then
Just don't.
it's just it's upsetting. But no, congratulations to you again. Cambridge University. Why this university? Is it because chemical engineering is really good in this university? Because of course you've got Oxford and Imperial as well. But I know Cambridge. Obviously, Cambridge and Cambridge and Oxford is the top.
Yes.
So why not Oxford and Cambridge?
So obviously you have to apply to only one, Oxford or Cambridge. So it was either going to be one of them. And I was like, okay, let me see the research prospect of it. Which university has the better research for the subject? And I was looking into it, and one thing that I found out was that Oxford only lets you do straight chemical engineering from first year.
Okay.
But Cambridge lets you do 1 year of engineering or natural sciences.
Okay.
And then you move on to chemical engineering from second year.
So you got
and-
more of an option in Cambridge.
More of an option.
Okay.
And then I was like, I don't want to be straight on limited from the first year.
Yeah.
I want to have like a bit more opportunities to, explore some other areas in
Of
a
course.
degree level.
Before
So,
you
yes,
make a final
yes.
decision.
And that's why I was like, I think Cambridge is very suitable for me because the 1 year in natural sciences is probably really exciting because that's what I was always excited about. I was like, I want to do chemical engineering to natural sciences.
That's
for the first year.
amazing.
Yes.
If it was not for Cambridge or Oxford, like which other universities did you pick when you came to your UCAS, right?
I had to pick 5 unis.
Okay.
So I picked Cambridge, Imperial, then UCL, Bath, and Edinburgh.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got into all 5 of them, alhamdulillah.
Mashallah,
And
that's really good.
yeah, so it was between, so I had to put, for insurance, it was between UCL and Edinburgh. For farm, it was going to be either Imperial or Cambridge. Now, it's always going to be Cambridge because Cambridge is like always been my dream since I was in Bangladesh.
Yeah.
And the second option was going to be UCL or Edinburgh. Now, academics-wise, they're pretty similar.
Okay.
But I wanted the experience of living away, you know?
Of
Going
course.
to a new
Yeah,
place.
and of course, Cambridge University has that name and the title as well that comes along with it. And I guess you learn a lot more, like living away from home as well. So congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm just going to go to your brother. Hi, Zahid.
Hello.
Hi. Same question I have for you. When it came to your receiving your GCSE results, how did you feel?
It was stressful.
Stressful?
Obviously, I think some people can't sleep the day before.
Yeah.
But I had the best sleep. I don't know how.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. And then the day results day, I was obviously shaking. I went inside. I think he was outside with my dad, outside the school, waiting, and I was with my friends, right? And I had like best case scenarios and worst case scenarios.
Okay, tell me a bit about that.
Okay, well, worst case scenarios, I was like probably like less 9s.
Okay.
Best case scenario is like I'm gonna get more 9s, like 7
Yeah.
or 6. It was in the middle. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't as expected, but it was, alhamdulillah, it was good.
Okay, that's great. And because you're going to St. Paul's now, how do you feel about finishing GCSEs and going into St. Paul's?
I mean, obviously St. Paul's way, not a lot of people from my school went there.
Not a lot.
I think it's just me and one of my friends.
Okay.
So I think I picked St. Paul's on purpose so I can step out of my comfort zone and get like better experience in life, you know?
Okay.
Because I want to go like good uni like here as well.
Okay.
So I need to like, you know, go out there and do stuff.
Okay. So when you say you want to step out of your comfort zone, could you tell me what you mean by that? Just
Like,
a little bit more.
Most of my friends are going bowl.
Okay, they're
So if I go bowl, I don't have to like talk to new people and
Okay.
make new people like, you know what I'm saying, like communication skills.
Yeah.
And improve that.
Okay.
Like my social skills. I also have to improve that.
Okay. No, that's amazing. So, and like you said, for your A levels, what have you picked? Is it like, again, you said it was like maths and physics. Okay, that's amazing. প্রিয় দর্শক, আমরা এখন চলে যাচ্ছি ছোট্ট একটা ব্রেকে। আশা করছি আপনারা আমাদের সাথে থাকবেন। দেখা হচ্ছে ব্রেকের পর।
আমরা করব জয়, আমরা